All right, here we go. Yo, what up, though? I got Dr. TayG in the building. How you doing, my guy?
I'm good, my guy. Appreciate you for taking this interview with me.
Hey, no problem, man. Financial guru. It's amazing to see young black people finally tapping into that financial health. You know what I'm saying? Physical health, those things is imperative, man. So, hey, welcome to Mogul State of Mind, bro.
Appreciate it.
So you're a Mississippi native, man.
Yes, sir.
Mississippi is ironic though, like you doing the whole financial thing, because Mississippi is kind of known as one of them states as one of the poorest states in the country. Right. So kind of give me the upbringing of what it's like in Mississippi and just that background. I just want to build on that before we get into that financial building.
Gotcha. Growing up in Mississippi is like, I would say more country, real country. But it's like every other city. Yeah. Just smaller, less opportunity. If you ain't go to the military or you ain't play sports or go to college, you pretty much in the streets.
Gotcha.
Just doing ignorant. You know what I'm saying? We pretty much, like you said, the poorest state, the most obese state. But we got a lot of successful people from Mississippi that don't even represent Mississippi.
Name some of them people, because people are not aware sometimes.
Gotcha. People like Rick Ross, Brandy, Ray J, David Banner, David Ruffin, Dr. TayG.
There you go.
Ray Sherman. Who else?
Oprah.
Yeah. Who else? There's a lot of people from Mississippi. And growing up for me in Mississippi, man, it's pretty much you go to the college or you go to the military or you play football. Like regular stuff. Go to the skate ring, go hunt, go fishing. You know what I'm saying? Work out, cut grass. That's pretty much growing up in Mississippi. Shit, just being there is the same poverty level. You got a lot of people who are rich in Mississippi. They got that old Confederate money. Yeah. You got a lot of people who's very poor in Mississippi. Me, I grew up on the poor side. You know what I'm saying? Mother of 5, single parent home on the east side of Meridian. Went to college, went to the military. Type of, pretty much blah. Yeah.
Got you. Now, Meridian, Mississippi. What is that town known for? And like, how big is that? Is it? If you can rank the biggest cities in Mississippi, how big is Meridian? Where it rank?
I say Meridian ranked number 3.
Okay.
Number 3. I say about like 100 to 200. I say about 100.
Okay, so it is a city.
Right. Yeah, it's a city. It's like a little city. 100 to 2. I'm on 100, 200,000. You know what I'm saying? It's known for its football. Okay. We got the best best high school football in the state of Mississippi. We got the biggest stadium. Like the biggest stadium, like it's bigger than Jackson State, the biggest stadium in Mississippi.
Damn.
Meridian High. Yep, we're a 6A school. Well, I take that back. Are we still 6A or 7A? Yeah, 6A. And we got a sponsor by Nike. They built our turf and everything. So. Yep.
Okay. Yep. So you said your mom was a single mother, raised 5 kids, man. What was that like, and was your father around at all?
So it was pretty much hard. It's pretty much, I had to grow up quick. You know what I'm saying? I had to think. I had to be the man of the house, and I had to raise my brothers and sisters while my mama provide for us and everything. It was pretty much come home, cook, clean, do your homework, make sure our house clean. Yeah. Or we're going to have it. I pretty much didn't have a father figure come into my life until around my, I would say, 11, 12. That's who I consider my dad, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. He taught me how to be a man. So, yeah, I had a stepfather. I actually got 2 stepfathers, so, yeah. My brother's dad and my actual dad, who I claim my daddy.
Got you.
So, yeah.
So, you coming up, like you said, Meridian being a big sports town, did you get into sports? Or what was your teenage years like?
So, my teenage years, so pretty much, I really much didn't play sports. I played sports, but I didn't because I had to raise my brothers and sisters. But my sports was boxing. You know what I'm saying? I've been boxing since I was 7. My stepfather put me into boxing. I just been doing it ever since. I power lift. Wanted to play football. Couldn't play football because I had to come home clean, all that. But boxing was pretty much my sport. I was pretty much the smart, cool kid, chilling. Stayed in a lot of fights.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how I grew up. You feel me? Stayed in a lot of fights. People like, he cool, but don't mess with him. He got them hands. You know
so you were able to graduate high school?
Oh, yes, sir. Graduated high school, highest honors. Yep.
Okay, that's what's up. So after graduating high school, did you go straight to the military or did you go to college? Which one did you do first?
So I went straight to the military. So this how my story went, man. I was in my senior year, I ain't know what I want to do. I knew like, man, I ain't want to go to college because I know, man, my mama couldn't afford that. You know what I'm saying? So I like, man, let me think of something quick. So I joined the military. I joined the military January 14, 2015, and my mother didn't even know it. So cause me and her was in an awkward place at the time. But when I graduated, I told her like, Mom, I got 3 months in Meridian. I'm trying to stay focused. I ain't trying to be in no bull. I'm trying to get on down, you know what I'm saying? So August 16, 2015, I enlisted in the United States Navy. So went in. When I went in as an E3.
Okay.
I think I was the battalion commander. I was under the battalion commander of JRTC, so I went in with some rank in high school. Pretty much went to the Navy. That didn't work out. Man, got into the Navy, went to base camp, boot camp, went to my A school. My A school was really listed in Meridian.
Okay.
So that's the A school. People don't know what the A school is. That's pretty much the next step of training where you go do your job at. You know what I'm saying? So I went to A school, did my stuff, and they put me out, man. They said I was sleepwalking.
Wait, so you got dishonorably discharged?
Right. Well, I got medically discharged.
Medically discharged.
Yes,
oh, sleepwalking.
Yeah,
Gotcha, yeah. Okay, dang. So were you able to get 100% of your disability?
Nope. They pretty much screwed me over, man. They screwed me over. They tried to say it was prior to the military.
Oh, wow.
So I just took that on the chin. Said, you know what, man? I done been through rough shit in my life. I'm finna figure it out.
Yeah.
So that's when I decided to, you know what? Let me go do what is called an apprenticeship. I went and enrolled into IBEW, International Electric Brotherhood of Workers.
Yeah.
Local Union 9117. I did that for about like 3 months. Then I like, you know what, man? I can't do this shit. So I said, let me go to school, man. Let me go to school. So that's when I enrolled in Jackson State.
Okay. So HBCU, man, as I said before, man, I went to a predominantly white college.
Yes, sir.
I believe like minorities was less than 6%.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So like blacks, it was small. So we'd link up in the student union.
Right.
Majority of the blacks were athletes, but then Bowling Green did have like a scholarship program for minorities to attract more minorities there.
Right.
But what was it like going to HBCU? Did you pledge? What was campus like and all that?
Yeah, man, campus. Like I said in my TikTok reel, man, Jackson State been lit. Like when people took that offensive, they were like, "What you mean by lit?" Like it was fun. Like I met. That's how I became who I am today. Like a regular day on campus, you can be scrolling on the plaza, chilling. You know what I'm saying? And then you know you got class. So you're like, I'm finna stay on the plaza because the plaza lit. You know what I'm saying? So it was great, man. I had classes early. I like to do morning classes. So I do the morning classes around about 12, 1 o'clock. I'm doing what I want to do, party, chase the female. But it was lit. I did not pledge. I was just...
If you were to pledge, who would you went with?
Man, if I would have pledged...
You give me like a Kappa Alpha.
You sound like a Kappa?
A Kappa or Alpha. Them two you remind me of.
Okay, if I would have pledged... In the Bible, it said in the beginning there's the Alpha, in the end there's the Omega. Yeah. In between them two.
Oh, so Omega, okay. You would have been a dog, all right. That's what's up.
But man, Jackson State was fun, man. I met a lot of my friends, made a lot of connections. I pretty much had the chance to revamp myself from Meridian.
Gotcha.
Because when I went to college, it changed my mindset. I was still stuck in that ignorant mindset of Meridian, like, oh, man, do this, gang bang this, man, stinking little. Yeah. Then when I got around a lot of people who were from different places, it expanded my mind, like, man, I'm bigger than Mississippi, man. I'm bigger than this. And I just wanted to graduate college to show my brothers and sisters and show everybody from my city, like, hey, if I can do it, y'all can do it.
So you go to college, did you graduate? You said you graduated.
Yes,
so would you graduate with a degree in what?
Oh, I graduated my bachelor's of science in civil engineering.
Okay, that's what's up.
So yeah, I'm a civil engineer as well.
So when did you start discovering or gaining an interest in financial literacy and financial wealth?
I would say my sophomore year of college. Okay. I was like, man, tired of being broke. Yeah. Everybody tired of being broke. And if you in college, all you got is the government money. They give you like financial aid and your refund and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm tired of asking my mom for money. I'm tired of it. Let me figure something out. So I know I had to have credit when I graduated. Yeah. Because I know I need a car, I need a crib, I need all this. So I said, you know what, man, let me pick up a book, man. So I just started reading on things like credit, financial literacy, investing, stocks, real estate. And then once the pandemic hit, that's when I was like, yeah, all right, now it's my time to really lock in. And that's when I found my mentors, a lot of my mentors, and they were teaching what I was trying to learn. So I like, man, you know what? I'm finna learn something. So it really clicked for me one day when I got my first $10,000 credit card from Navy Federal. And I like, you know what? Instead of blowing this money out, I'm finna go invest this shit again, learn some more information. That's what I did.
Got you. Yeah. We'll come back to that. I did want to get this since we was just on Jackson State. Deion Sanders. A lot of people gave Deion heat for leaving Jackson State.
Right.
What's your take on it?
Okay. My take on Deion Sanders, first of all, shout out. I won't take nothing from Deion Sanders. I made a TikTok and it went viral. I was just saying, like, man, Deion, he came and did his thing. Mm-hmm. He brought a lot of attention to Jackson State. I will always give him his flower for that. He going down as the best college HBCU coach, well, best coach in my opinion to ever do that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not taking it away from him. He brought a lot of money, a lot of traffic from him. What I was talking about on my video was that it's certain things that go behind the scenes that people don't know about. And I just didn't like how he pretty much tried to play Jackson State as, we was stealing from him. Nobody was stealing from Deion. Nobody was not stealing from Deion. Here's how nobody was stealing from Deion. When Deion came, Deion had a 4-year contract. You know what I'm saying? He had a 4-year contract. He gave back to the school. That's correct. That's absolutely correct. But he only gave back to the school because he knew he finna get off the stadium and ticket sales. When you go to a football game at HBCU, it's free. So when he came, they had to raise the prices on tuition and add the football fee on the students. You know what I'm saying? So the tickets went from free to like $15, $20, and $100. So that's a businessman deal. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So if you got this contract, how much is this contract? I think $1 million almost.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So if you get back to the school, you fix the school, or let's say you put $100,000 into marketing. You know you Deion Sanders. People finna come to little po ass Jackson State, right?
Facts.
Okay then. So you got Rick Ross, you got Young Dolph, you got who else came on? Gilly the Kid, Wallow them. You know people all across the country finna come to Mississippi now.
Yeah.
So imagine you do that time the seats in the stadium and the other stuff he had going on. He made more than $1 million. He made more than $1 million. I just didn't like how he just went and said, well, it was the crime or they were stealing from me. Nah, it wasn't a crime. And I feel like I can talk about this because most people don't know me and Deion Sanders got the same cameraman. So me and Deion Sanders got the same cameraman. Like every Nike video his son ever shot, that's my cameraman. That's who shot my graduation photos. That's my right-hand man, you know what I'm saying? That's who started Dr. TayG. So when people came in my DMs and my stuff on, you don't know what you talking about, I ain't hanging no Deion Sanders. I will always respect the GOAT. But you ain't finna talk about my city and talk about my state. You know what I'm saying? Like that. You know what I'm saying? So.
You know what? I didn't even hear, I never heard that comment, him saying they were stealing from him. I mean, I just heard him say that, you know, shit. I mean, at the end of the day, he evolving.
Right.
He came and did what he was going to do, never say he was going to be there forever, and took the next step.
Right, and I respect him for that. From a business man's standpoint, I respect him for that. But it's just like, y'all win the championship, so this would really happen. I really said something. Y'all won a championship. You didn't even have time to celebrate with your team. These boys transfer all across the country. They come play for you because they got dreams to go to what? The NFL, right? Mm-hmm. If most people who ever went to school, you know you can't keep transferring schools and going to the portal like that because of what? Your grades, right?
Yeah.
So what if you don't make it to the NFL? Now what?
That ain't got nothing to do with the coach.
I understand that. You didn't got nothing to do with the coach, but like you had to have something to fall on, right? Fall back on.
Yeah.
Right? So most athletes just think about football, man. They ain't thinking about school.
I mean, but they should now, especially with this NIL deal. You can become a millionaire as long as you in school. You know, when I was in college, you couldn't accept no money. You weren't supposed to.
Right.
Now, just the simple being in the college on the team, you can get a car dealership to sponsor you a car. Absolutely. You can get a real estate agent to front you a house. Right. You can accept all this shit. So now you better think school. You don't need the NFL per se anymore to come out rich.
Right.
But I mean, I've been there before. I've been there before when you go to a college. That's why you can't go to a college because of a coach.
Absolutely right.
If you a kid in high school right now and you did your visits or whenever you do your future visits, get a feel for your teammates. Right. Because that's who you're going to go to war with. Them coaches can dip. Especially when you at a Jackson State or at a Bowling Green. These are stepping stone schools for coaches who got bigger admiration. Yep. So if they come to those schools and they do well, they're going to leave.
Yeah. And
you're supposed to.
I respect them for that, man. Go get that money. You got to feed your family. It's just the way he did it. He won a championship, then hopped on the plane, put the boulder shit on, and dipped. And then, so, word on the street was, they were like, man, they pretty much threw the game they went to in Atlanta. They're like, man, what, you just dipped out on you? You don't want to celebrate us? From a businessman point of view, I was like, you know what? I understand why he did that. He got to go handle business. But still, though, like, at least show some, like, applaud your team. Like, thank y'all. You know what I'm saying? They ain't had to come play for you.
Hey, I'm going to give an insight. I remember when Urban Meyer, that was my head coach at Bowling Green. And I remember when Urban Meyer came and after have a great season, and he decided to leave to go to Utah. Mm-hmm. And that's before you went to Florida. He came in and gave us a 30-second speech. I'm going to Utah for better security with my family. Walked out the room. And I was sitting there. This is my first semester. So this after my first semester, I'm like, damn, he gone already. I don't know who the new coach is going to be. Everybody, and I'm looking at all these seniors, all these guys, because they was losing before Meyer came there.
Right.
And they started winning because of him. They bought into his system, his philosophy. Right. And for him to say he leaving and the way he did it, I was watching all those juniors becoming seniors or sophomores becoming juniors. Then they're crying. Yeah. And they was hurt. But then that's when Javon Burks from Detroit, Michigan, gave the most solid speech I ever heard in my life, which kept me at Bowling Green. Because Urban tried to get me to come transfer to Utah. Mm-hmm. Javon Burks stood up and he said, he looked at all those coaches. He said, fuck these motherfuckers. All of y'all get the fuck out. Because when we out on this motherfucking field, it's us. Right. You look at that man to your left and your right, it's us. So fuck these motherfuckers. And at that moment, I realized it's about us. Right. And so I can't be mad at Deion because he do what coaches do. Right. And if you losing, the school gonna get rid of your ass if you're not doing well. So you gotta look out for yourself for sure. Right. When it comes to the credit, man, so you jumped in, you found this, you got this line of credit. Uh-huh. I see you doing like the classes and the mentorship. Like break down the mentorship, how that work.
So mentorship is I link up with a person. I pretty much teach them the basics all the way up from basics credit all the way up to corporate credit. Okay. Most people don't know that's how I got successful off credit. So once I teach you basics credit all the way to corporate credit, I turn you up from so savings, instead of taking a $10,000 or $75,000 line of credit and going blowing on designer, jewelry, everything, let's go take this $75,000 and go put it into something like real estate, or let's go put it into something like Toro, or something that's gonna bring back double what you just invested. So that's what I do. I take a person, I show them how to monetize themselves. Marketing is the key. You know what I'm saying? I take a person, I build them up mentally, spiritually, and financially. You know what I'm saying? Your network is your network. So whoever I know that got me in a position, I'm gonna connect you to that as well. And I'm gonna show you how to get anything off your credit, how to build your business credit, and how to build your corporate credit. I pretty much show you how to be a consumer lawyer.
Gotcha.
You know so yeah.
Give me Dr. TayG's top 3 steps.
In cleaning credit, anything?
In cleaning credit or to build credit, yeah.
Okay. Dr. TayG's top 3 steps in cleaning credit. Most people don't know. It's your old addresses. You know what I'm saying? First of all, let me go back. Pause. You gotta know which scoring system that the car lenders, the homeowner, the realtors, and everyone's pulling from. They're pulling from FICO 10, not FICO 9, not Credit Karma, none of that. You know what I'm saying? Go look up your FICO 10 credit score. You can go pull it from Identity IQ, Experian, Smart Credit, or My Free Credit Score. Okay? That's step 1. Step 2, any account that is attached to your addresses, and you got a collection account attached to your address, and get rid of that account. That's the quickest way to remove it. Get rid of that account. Get rid of that address. Gotcha. Once you clean up your address.
Wait, how do you get rid of the address?
Also, you can call Experian Trans in your Equifax, or you can type in a letter, write in a letter, like, hey, I have not lived here. This is identity theft, which is also called an FTC report. You can go file, you sign it, you put in your letter, you put in your FTC report, you put your copy of your ID, you put your copy of your Social Security card, you certify mail with receipt because you want to know someone signed for it, because that is your that's your trade, that's your progress. So they say they ain't got it, you got someone who signed for it. You know what I'm saying? Send it in, they remove it, or you can call them over the phone and be like, hey, let me tell you something. Hey, this ain't me. Y'all have violated my consumer rights. 15 United States Code 1681, my privacy rights. Can you remove this? And they remove it. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
Step 3 is, I would say, authorized users. You know what an AU is?
Yo, explain that to me.
So authorized users is, okay, say you come to me, you be like, hey, Dr. TayG, man, I'm trying to get a $40,000 credit card. First thing I'm going to tell you is, okay, cool, what's your credit? Oh, I'm at a 680. I ain't got nothing on there. No collections, no late payments, nothing. I said, okay, cool. I'm finna add you to one of my Amex cards. How you going to add me to one of your Amex cards, bro? I'm finna put you as an authorized user. Once the Amex card hits your credit report, your score gonna go up and it's gonna build your credit profile, what makes you stronger.
Got you.
You're not gonna get the card that's gonna mail you. Amex gonna mail you. I'm gonna keep the card. I'm gonna cut it up. Once I keep the card, I'm then gonna take you at 2 o'clock in the morning and apply for that same card, and you get approved for $40,000. So now you just got $40,000 to your name that you can go flip, invest, market, do anything.
Because you kind of coattailed off of that person's credit history and their score. So they pulled you up.
That's absolutely.
By putting them on. I got you.
Yep.
All right. So with this whole credit thing, I want to ask this, bro. Because I think credit, for me, I think credit is a great thing.
Uh-huh.
But also think debt can be a bad thing as well.
Right.
And so it's always that question that always go around on the internet. Which one would you have? Would you rather have 20 million liquid in cash or perfect credit score?
Okay.
Which one would you go with?
Which one I go? I go with perfect credit score. Here's why. So I'm finna use the rappers for example. QC or Cash Money. So when they sign this $100 million deal and do all that, what do y'all think they getting that money from? They ain't pulling out their asses.
Right.
You know? They're going to the banks like Bank of America, Credit Union Texas, and they're going to get lines of credit. Lines of credit. You know what I'm saying? And they are paying these artists for promotion. Paying these artists for marketing, managing, everything. This the bank's money. This is what the record label is doing. They using the bank's money to fund y'all because they know y'all finna bring a lot of money back. And then if you ain't able to pay that fee out when they bill you at the end of the month, they got you. They own your masters. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm finna take an artist. I know I done got an artist. I got a $100,000 line of credit. Let me put $100,000 into him. I know you finna bring me back almost $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Almost $1 million. Yeah. Because I know what I'm finna do to you. So that's what I do. I know what I could do with the lines of credit. And most people don't know. Most people say cash because they think just cash is real, but cash ain't real. It's credit. Everything is ran off credit off this country.
So you ever heard of Dave Ramsey?
Yeah.
You know, Dave Ramsey is he big on eliminating debt. And having cash. And I guess I could see both sides, right?
Right.
If I can make money, of course I always rather make money off of somebody else's money.
Right.
And not potentially losing my own money, but you're using credit to make money.
Right.
I just feel like 800 score or 20 million liquid, I'm gonna take the 20 million liquid. Because I feel like I could get the 20 million liquid and then still get to the 800.
I feel you.
800 score is perfect, but I want the 800 score so I can make money. You gonna give me the 20 million? Oh no, I'm taking the cash over the credit.
I got you. So let me ask you a question then.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. You're absolutely right. So it's like both. So okay. So say you go to the let's say you go to the bank and you trying to get a house. What's the first thing they ask you?
They want to know your credit. For sure.
All right, they want to know your credit, right?
Yeah.
But you got all this cash and they can't approve you of a good interest rate, this and that. So that's why I say, because anyway, I go to the bank, okay, it's like you in between with it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It ain't no right or wrong answer because most people don't know this, my guy. Most people don't know whatever you got in cash, you got that 10 times in credit. It's called a 10% rule. So if you got $10,000, you can take $10,000, you can go to Bank of America, deposit that into your bank account, leave it for 90 days, you'll get what's called a bank rating. You know what I'm saying? Go back to the bank, be like, hey, I want a $100,000 line of credit. You think they gonna give it to you?
Yeah, you
because
got that.
They making money off your money.
Facts.
So when I say that, it's like in between, ain't no right or wrong answer.
Right.
So yeah.
No, for sure. Like again, I think houses is credit.
Yeah.
Like I had a chance. We was talking about buying a house, and we was gonna buy it straight out cash. Like forget it, just buy the house cash. Mm-hmm. And our advisor was just like, you shouldn't do that. And I'm like, wow, you bought a house cash, you ain't got no mortgage, you just working about taxes. It was like, you can. It was like, if just being debt-free is something you want to go for, cool. Right. He was like, but if you're only paying your mortgage and you take a loan out on the house, as the house began to gain value, equity, you made money.
Right.
You could sell a house. He was like, but what if you drop cash and the neighborhood goes to shit? You just lost all your money. And he was like, so I get it. He was like, I get it, because taking out a 10-year or 20-year or 30-year mortgage, you're hoping that everything that's going well today is going well 30 years from now. And so we understand why debt can be scary. He was like, but you in Texas, doing mortgage, your equity gonna go up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I get it. So anytime doing business, I'd rather do credit with business.
Right.
But I also found that shit with cash, you can get a discount.
Yeah. Like,
They was like, come in, and they be like, hey, this costs $19,000, but I got $18,000 cash right now.
Right.
You kind of get it for free. Cheaper. But so you get into the, I know you was talking about cryptocurrency and things of that nature.
Right.
During the pandemic, I heard everybody talking about cryptocurrency. Bitcoin, Dogecoin, all these coins. And now that shit is silent. NFTs coming in like, man, take a picture of a monkey and it's going to sell for $100 million. This and that. And it's silent, bro. So what are your stance on Bitcoin and all that stuff right now?
Man, my stance on Bitcoin, man, I probably got like 50,000 in Bitcoin. I got like 50,000 in Bitcoin. I was big into the crypto space.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Crypto Killer and a lot of crypto people. But it's just like, shit, I mess with it, but it's just like, it plummeted.
Yeah.
It was a way, like, you got to get in and get out. Yeah. But I feel like it's still around. It's going to come back up eventually. So just hold it just in case. 'Cause you never know. It might go up tonight. It might go up tomorrow. But right now, it's at a standstill. It like, ain't nobody talking about NFTs no more.
At all. That shit.
Shit. The tree and that thug shit. Yeah. And ain't nobody talking about that. Oh, we going to make you this? Nah.
But you look at people like Elon Musk, though, whose voice is so powerful that he can manipulate digital coins anytime he want by tweeting.
Yeah, it's called a pump and dump.
Yeah.
Yep.
How do you feel about somebody having that much power that just mentioning or going against something completely destroys the investment?
Man, I feel like on that shit, man, he just, like, so if he, okay, so you saying if he got down.
If he jump on Twitter right now and he was like, you know what, Tesla and Bitcoin the future,
and
boom.
Then everybody going to buy into it.
And then
he just come in and say, you know what, he just say some shit, or you hear a new argument shit. I mean, it's a risk. It's like, if you ain't got it, don't invest it.
Yeah.
And that's why I made clear with certain people. Like, okay, you talk about crypto, did this and that. But I was like, man, if you got to invest into it, but don't invest money you ain't got. Yeah. It's common sense. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
And do your research. Do your research is the key thing. That's people problem, bro. People will take these influencers and other people and be like, well, he said this gonna work. He gonna say this work. If you ain't see that shit in writing and you ain't do your research, that's your fault. You can't blame nobody else.
How do we, because we see a lot of financial, people are waking up, again, like we said, to financial literacy and financial health and want to build that generational wealth, especially amongst Black people.
Right.
We're just starting to see us spend more money in our own community because of online.
Yep.
We're not hindered by having the physical brick and mortar buildings no more. We can exchange amongst one another.
Right.
But how can we trust one another? Because we see scams, all the scams is big. We just seen somebody that was here in Dallas, DJ ASAP.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They had the bent, it was called Bent something. Where DJ ASAP, him and his wife, I was just watching on American Greed last night. And they was selling God and selling product and say, hey, we want to bless you and you invest this amount of money and watch it turn into this amount of money and you want to get into the water. I guess it's like the water is where you give enough, I guess. If you invest enough, you enter in this space and you yield all the results.
Right.
But people never entered it.
Right.
And they fully guarantee like, oh, you can get your money back. But then people tried to pull out and never got their money back. Here it is. People sold God, used God as a mechanism to scam.
Yeah.
How do you prevent getting scammed though?
So how do you prevent getting scammed is like, okay, if someone come to you, because I get that a lot in my DMs, I run a lot of ads and people like, this real? I be like, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, this real. You can legally Google my business. You go look at my Duns and Bradstreet number, my EIN number, my NATS code. You can look me up, everything. how people can get scammed. It's all in the intuition, the spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta, if something tell you don't go with it, go with your first mind always. Another thing I tell people is if it ain't in writing, never happen.
Yeah.
You gotta have everything in contract. Like, if these people ain't showing you no contract in writing and you getting your lawyer or your defense attorney reading over this for you, don't give nothing. Don't sign nothing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I tell people, make sure you got NDAs, non-disclosure agreements well. If they ain't providing you nothing in writing, don't do it. Because when you try to take them to court, like the smallest claims court or federal court, anything, the judge gonna look at you like, okay, where's the documentation?
Yeah.
Well, I sent her cash out $5,000. You intentionally, you know what I'm saying? So what's the point? So you need everything in writing. So that's how I tell people, do your research, go look at the business. You can go to the Better Business website and see if that company is actually accurate.
Yeah.
Because if it's an official business, it's going to have everything on the government. The government going to know about it, pretty much. So that's another thing. And another thing, you just got to watch people orals. I'm a big oral read. But I watch people energy. I'm an energy guy. So if I feel like it ain't right, I ain't fucking with it.
Gotcha.
And I done been in this shit for about 2 years, so I know when people capping.
Yeah. Now, I saw you, at one point in time, you was linked up with Bandman Kevo.
Yeah.
Give me how you met Kevo, what you think about him, and where y'all staying now.
Okay. Gotcha. Bandman Kevo, man, we ain't friends, we ain't enemy.
Gotcha.
We just like that. I'm gonna keep it like that. I give that man his respect. I give him respect for co-signing me, you know what I'm saying, and doing that. But when it come to business, we ain't friends, we ain't enemy. Pretty much I came up through the pandemic, my guy. Watching him, listening to my boy Money Man, shout out to Money Man. He another rapper that give financial sauce, you know what I'm saying? He'll teach you how to get a bag. Came up through, I seen him popping his shit on Say Cheese. And I'm like, man, this man, he know what he talking about, you know what I'm saying? So I said, you know what? I'm finna get my shit up to go fuck with him. So once I graduated, man, I'm gonna keep it G with you, man. When I graduated, man, I had like $500,000 in, I had $250,000 in lines of credit, and I had the rest of that shit cash.
Yeah.
So I was hustling hard, you know what I'm saying? Hard. And I was staying in Jackson, had roommates, all types, but I had the money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I say, you know what? I'm finna goddamn invest in Buddy. I was on his OnlyFans every month. Everything he would teach on OnlyFans it worked. It worked for me, you know what I'm saying? And then I was doing a lot of reading. And then with Instagram or anything, once you learn about credit or anything, it changes your algorithm. So I was listening to him, other people like Herman, Bobby. I was listening to a lot of people. And I was putting everything into one to create Dr. TayG. But I knew him. He had the platform. And he was bigger than all of my other mentors. I said, you know, I'm finna pay this nigga. I'm finna go see what this nigga about. So I reached out to him on OnlyFans. First, he was like, I was like, how much mentorship is my guy? He was like, oh, 5,000 for 2 weeks. I said, that include fucking weekends too? He was like, nah. So I was like, man, fuck nah. How much you need for a mentorship? To meet you, did this and that. 25,000 to meet him. So I had to send the front end to him. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To lock it in. Once I locked it in, we got on a FaceTime call. He's like, yeah, gang, fly to Miami. Blase. Flew to Miami with the rest of the cash. Met him. He dropped some sauce to me, you know what I'm saying? He showed me how to market myself, showed me how to do everything, did this and that. He was like, yeah, man, I'm fucking with you, gang. Man, I think you should do a YouTube video. So I said, how much YouTube video is my guy? 75,000. Keep in mind, I ain't say no, not one time. So I said, all right, give me like 2 weeks. Man, I had that shit to him in a week. So I done paid him 100,000 already. So I fly back, do the interview, sitting on this couch, as you can tell, the first YouTube video I ever did, sitting on this couch, we dropping sauce, man. I remember that day, man. I spent like motherfucking, shit, man. I spent like 20,000, 30,000 that day just for marketing and just going to Finney, getting jewelry, everything, cameraman, all that. So I did the video with him, did every damn thing, boom, boom, boom. Once the video dropped, bro, that's when I blew up. That's when I became Dr. TayG. I had people for like, I had a lot of people reach out to me. Project Pat Manager, Jay Prince's daughter reached out to me. I had a lot of people reach out to me, and the video did like 500,000 views in 2-3 days. And it was like, the motherfucker was blowing up, bro. It's like, he didn't believe this shit. He thought I would cap until I was dropping the sauce for him and the shit was working. So I'll never forget, I was at Jay Prince Day about a year ago, 2 years ago, and we were down there cleaning, having up. He called me, he was like, man, I think you should do another YouTube video. Instead of doing 75, let's do 25. Keep your shit going. And I'm from the hood, my nigga. That's a lot of damn money. So I'm thinking like, bro, give me time to make my money back. So he was like, man, come on, gang. So he just kept bugging me, and I guess he finally said, you know what, this man, fuck this nigga. Did this, that. And just said, fuck it. Stop fucking with me, bro.
Damn.
He stopped fucking with me completely. Like, when I say he stopped fucking with me completely, like, he sent one of, then after I paid him that money, let's keep it real, let's go back. It was 3 people before Dr. TayG. It was 2 people before Dr. TayG. It was Ralph, it was Cool Nerd, then it was Dr. TayG, okay? Then after me, he sent someone who paid him for mentorship to me and him close to this day. He paid him $200-300K as well. So check this out. My partner playing the middleman between them because Kevo got mad at me. Like, he got mad at me because I ain't want to pay him. I'm like, bro, let me make my fucking money back for it, bro. I ain't finna, the money I got, I ain't finna get to you. I ain't no yes man. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And he just fuck with that shit. So I'm like, all right, cool. So, I text him and shit. I text him on his birthday and he ain't say shit. He ain't do this. So I let it go. I ain't say nothing, bro. I'm like, bro, damn, you mad at me, bitch, dog? I'm trying to reach out, see what wrong. Did this and that. So, man, one day I'm just chilling, my guy. I'm chilling. I'm talking to the mother of my child. I'm just chilling. We talking and shit. And I'm checking a YouTube video because I'm still getting traffic. Bro, I look on that shit one night, man, this nigga done took down my investment.
Damn.
Like, he took down my motherfucking YouTube video. Like, fuck that nigga. Fuck this bitch ass nigga. Like, I'm talking about.
Okay, so hold on. So when you did the YouTube video, you did it with him, but he posted it on his channel.
Correct.
Oh.
Now, let's go back to what you just asked me when you say find out what people scams or not, or what I do.
Yeah.
That's why I learned then that if you have contracts in place and you got non-disclosure agreement and everything, you can go back and get that money.
Yeah.
So if you do the math, I paid him $100,000 plus another fucking $30,000-$40,000 for marketing and doing all that other shit. I'm almost up $200K fucking with this nigga. So after he took down the video, I'm furious. Like, man, the fuck, bro? Like, bro, business, bro. If I pay you, bro, and we did a deal, why you taking down some shit that I paid you for? You disrespected me. So I went on a fucking ramp. I said, fuck this shit, nigga. I'm like, bro, nigga, don't. I was like, man, you got me fucked up. So people, his little fan baby coming at my neck. This man put you on. This man did this. He did that. Okay, motherfucker, but I paid that nigga. I don't want to hear shit y'all gotta say because I tell y'all the real shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what happened between me and him. And we got into I wouldn't even say a beef. He was trying to do me like he did goddamn 16 shotter. But I wasn't going for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna take your page. I'm gonna do this. Okay, nigga, do that then, nigga. Do it, nigga. Shit, like, bro, you from up north, I'm down south.
Yeah, I guess I don't understand. I mean, I guess he could get mad if he thought he was gonna be able to pull some more money.
Yeah.
But that's wild. So you say you ain't gonna let him do you like 16 shot on. What you mean by that?
Like, he was getting shot on, page taken down, making fake pages. Like, before that shit happened with shot on, he was doing me like that. But I was like, nigga, I'm smarter than that nigga. Like, you might be paying motherfucker to do that, but I'm a whole engineer. I know how to manipulate some shit. So he was trying to do that, pretty much sending threats. I'm like, nigga, who you fooling, nigga? So it was on some street shit and it was on some internet shit.
It got that bad.
It was getting bad, cause like, man, I had to think about like, bro, I was like, man, I ain't finna deal with that shit. I like, you know what? I took that L, but I've been relevant for 2 years off that shit.
Maybe I'm wrong, man. Like, I like financial literacy, but I do not trust niggas in designer. Maybe this is so messed up for me. But as soon as a nigga start talking to me about money and you got on diamonds and Gucci print, I'm like, hell no.
You know this shit finna go fire, right? Boy, you finna have niggas in my neck. But nah, bro, that shit, man, he tried to flame me and shit. Yeah. Like, most people think I was fucking mad at him, cause I'm like, nah, I'm finna put y'all on game. If y'all go watch the 16 shot video when he did with his baby mama.
Yeah.
In the snippet of the video, his baby mama, 16 shot, asked him, he said, yeah, it's a dude named Dr. TayG. He said he finessed him or took his video down trying to do the same thing to him to me, did this and that. He paid the recording. And she like, yeah, I remember Kevo telling me something about that. And I asked Kevo, I was like, he's gonna pay you that much money? He was like, yeah, go look it up. So when people talking about something, man, you ain't do that yet, motherfucker, I paid this nigga money.
Yeah.
All that money he was flexing in front of Charles and White and all them other motherfuckers, that's my money. That's my money, my homeboy money.
Not no more.
That's what I'm saying. So I like, you know what? I like, bro, I'm gonna let that nigga bake it, bro.
Yeah.
Cause like, bro, fuck that shit, bro. Like,
so cool. With him, the only thing you regret, so what you actually paid for essentially worked.
Right.
But it was like, should have had contracts in place to keep things in place.
Right.
Because just because I didn't want to continue
fucking with you, you want to pull some whole nigga shit.
Yeah.
So,
got you.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I mean, I'm a type of person, I never met Bandman Kevo, like personally.
Right.
Shout out to Sean. Sean called him on the phone a couple of times. I talked to him.
Right.
But I don't know, like, I guess once I know somebody was a scammer before, and he's charismatic. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, bro. Like, I just don't know how I couldn't do it, but no knock to, you know, him for what he doing. You know what I'm saying?
But you gotta think about it, bro. That's how he blew up through Sean, bro. Sean had him hot.
Yeah.
And then he came up through the fucking, like you said, the crypto way, the everything, like the quick money. And he took his story from scamming and took that shit and marketed it.
Yeah.
So that's how. So you know how niggas like, man, I'm trying to get to this nigga level. That's why I would, but I ain't tripping out the shit, bro. That shit was so a year, 2 years ago. I said, you know what? He do his thing, I do my thing. Yeah. Nigga, I'm still here, nigga. Now what?
Now Omi he gone for 5 years. Omi and Hellcat.
Yeah.
Reading his story was like a hell of a story.
Yeah.
Have you ever met Omi?
No, I ain't never met him.
You know what I'm saying? Like recently he gonna do what, a 5-year federal big. I guess he did one of the biggest with content piracy. Mm-hmm. Like, excuse me, in like US history, like pretty much he paid for streaming services subscriptions, but then pirate those subscriptions into his own streaming app.
Yeah.
And he's just like exploiting a gray area, but of course they took that gray area and made it illegal. So now he gone. They end up taking $30 million in assets, $6 million in cash. Like when you see those things happen, and you talking about a guy that was foster home, lost his parents early, out there on his own, make it to such height. And I mean, I guarantee him things, if he got millions still put up, and he did 5-year bid, what do you feel like that was worth it?
I mean, shit, if you ever notice, man, niggas who do white collar crime get less time niggas do drug charges. You know what I'm saying? He coming home rich.
Yeah.
5 years. You know how quick 5 years go past?
I don't know, in prison, I don't know how them 5 years feel.
Okay.
I ain't never been,
5 years go by quick, man. Like, but he coming home rich. He gonna have money. I mean, he took a risk. I mean, he made some mistakes. Yeah. He learned from it, but I guarantee you, he come home, he gonna be 10 times smarter. Yeah. For instance, Ross the Trapper, he said that he was in jail that time, and he had a guy who went to jail for the same thing. And the guy told him, he was like, "What you in here for?" He said, "I'm in here for a drug charge, blah, blah, blah." He said, "I'm in here for scamming, and I come home, I get out in like 2-3 years, and I come home still a millionaire." He said, so it's like, hey, it's better than 30 years he was facing.
No, like for sure. Like, what's that? The dude from Pretty Ricky?
Oh,
like a 20 million
Blue,
PPP.
Baby Blue.
Yeah. Hey, did like a year?
A year, and you, but you rich already.
Yeah.
Like niggas coming home, like, and then your family taken care of. See, if they doing that shit for their family and their kids, I can respect it. Because as a man, you supposed to lead the household. You don't know nobody's situation. You don't know nobody struggling. You don't know nobody faking. Like, sometimes we got to do things we don't want to do to provide for our family. But if he just doing that shit off just for the clout, the design and shit like that, I don't respect that. But, hey, get your bag your own way, my nigga. Shit.
Got you. Now, when it come back to, like, the products and things that you got going, what can we get from Dr. TayG, like, right now? Like, what are some of the things that Dr. TayG is offering that we should be tapping into? Yes, sir. I got a mentorship. Mentorship where you come kick it with me. I mentor you up for, I got a month mentorship that's like $3,000. You know what I'm saying? I got a 3-month mentorship that's $5,000. I got a 6-month that's $10,000, and I got a year that's $20,000. In my mentorship, I teach you everything financial literacy, from credit, real estate, corporate credit, business credit. In my mentorship, it's just not you flying out meeting me. We actually got Zoom meetings, Tuesdays and Thursdays, recordings, network. I'm showing you how to go get the lines of credit for the bank. I'm showing you how to go dress. I'm showing you how to market yourself, monetize yourself.
I'm running ads for you. My team running ads for you. I'm getting you in shape mentally and physically. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta look like it and feel like to do better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What else I'm doing? Pretty much give you YouTube, connect you with people like you, promote your business. You know what I'm saying? Because everybody don't want to be in front of the camera, but you can have that connect to, dude. I'm showing you how to multiply your streams of income. I'm showing you how to become a problem solver.
Yeah.
Once you become a problem solver, you'll forever make money. So I got the mentorship. I got my close friend inner circle where I add you to my close friend on Instagram for $1,000. Lifetime access. You learn travel hacks. You learn crypto. You learn everything, but it's DIY. Do it yourself.
Gotcha.
You don't get all access to me on the phone, but I can answer your questions in my DM. OnlyFans, I was doing OnlyFans, but that way it went down, dog.
Yeah, it's out of there.
It's out of there, man.
People back outside.
Yeah, I don't even do OnlyFans no more. So, I got the YouTube thing. Gonna follow me on Dr. TayG YouTube. I got my ebooks, digital ebooks, to teach you how to get credit, business credit, and corporate credit. I got an Airbnb book coming out. I got a personal book coming out this year.
Okay.
What else I got going, man? I got like a lot of shit planned. Like a lot of shit. Oh, another thing, I get people funding too. If you got a 680 credit score, no collections, at least 2 inquiries, I can get you up. I get you a minimum of 50,000, but I can get you up to 250,000.
Okay.
And I can show you how to take what was given to you and flip it and invest in like productivity or some positives they're gonna bring you money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I can get funding for people. And I pretty much just be there and motivate people. I'm a lifestyle coach. I motivate people and tell them, man, if I can make it from small time Meridian, you can too. You can do anything you want to.
Hey, man, well, I tell you what, man, it's amazing to see a young black man, bro.
Appreciate that, man.
Getting out here and making it happen, teaching others, not just giving to others, making others invest in themselves. So it means a lot more.
Right.
I like that, man. You always welcome on this show, bro.
Oh, definitely. I appreciate you for having me, my guy.
Hey, man, and if you ever need me, man, let me know, bro. I'm here for you.
I got you, man. We're finna take off this year. You gonna see me again soon.
All right, man. Until we meet again, Dr. TayG.
More definitely, y'all. Take care.